How's it going? Oh, you'd figure I'd be better at that. Welcome to my so-called life. It is Saturday night. I just got back from Vegas. I'm going on I don't know, 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Let's have a great evening.
It's Russell Rush on Friday, kicking the ballistics on WRMS. Yo, I got a phone call my God. You want to okay, I said hold up. Yo, Big Dick is trying to get money here. WRMS, Dallas Soul, Saturday, y'all.
Girl meets boy on Thursday night. Boy was high, girl fly like kite. They hold hands until next day. Boy then let's go hit his way. Boy rolls blunt back to his boys. Erection brings bad boy joys. Boy thinks of that big fat back. Big black fat, love big black fat. Girl calls boy to stand him up on Saturday. Saturday is the Saturday, it's the Saturday, it's the Saturday. Saturday is the Saturday, Saturday is the Saturday.
Back once more with the wall up in the store. Smash about a riff shit and make it rock your hip. Revival of the roller boogie in a ricochet to make you think about the time we spoke fun instead of fight. But diving from a piece of metal shoulda yo, slip your butt to the fix of this mix. Toss that briefcase, it's time to let loose. Cause you work like heck to get the weekend check. So unfasten that sleeper on your neck. Connected like a vibe from the wheel to the foot. Come on everybody, did the funky output.
5 days you work, 1 whole day to play. Come on everybody, wear your roller skates today. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday,
Now as you pump your fists, I reminisce to a bounce rock skate roll fest to impress. Hey pretty diamond, do you like the way I'm dressed? Cool, keep the faith and be my mate, cause all we need is feet. But promote the hustle cause it keeps me thin. No need to talk, look who just walked in.
Is there a threat on stage?
Yes, man.
So kick the wham on this jam.
Oh, Mr. Sprinkler, Mr. Sprinkler. Wet me for one, Mr. Sprinkler. I'm heating high five and a day's no split. With a yawn, I trip to the dawn. Out comes the bodies following the one idea. It's clear, rattle to the roll. Hold back up the track, grab your roller skates, y'all. And let's zip on by. Zippity doo, now let's zip on by. Feed on the weed and we're feeling high. Sun is on thick and the cheese is rolling thick. Come on, it's no time to hide. Season is twist, spinning and winning. No hack and sack, let me in. Spill on the bottom away, but it's okay. It's a Saturday.
Now let's all get baked like Anita.
Watch Mr. Lawn, don't look at the Peter.
Feel on the farm, I'll feel on the.
Hey, watch that.
It's a Saturday.
Now is the time to act the fool tonight. Forget about your worries and you will be alright. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday,
That is so true. That is so true. Hello. I hope everyone's doing well. My name is William, the man with the extremely long intro. I am back from Las Vegas, and I went a little crazy. I may or may not have bought a table. Where it's going to go, I don't know. But seriously, hello. I hope everyone's doing well. Heard any crazy stories today? I'm not kidding you. I live in my own little world. I went to Las Vegas, and in my car, I have satellite radio, and I listen to old-timey radio. So I was literally listening to old Sherlock Holmes and Our Mrs. Brooks. I'm not kidding you. The one with and without Dean Martin. So I live in a cave. Yay, hello, hello. Yay, great to see you, Mona. Great to see you, Kilroy, Greg Bryant. Hello, hello. Is everyone aware? Yeah. Are you kidding me? My mom called me. Oh, I have a ton of pictures. I have there's one crazy story, but it's non-political. But this is a non-political show. That reminds me, I put quite a few pictures. I'm going to get to the sewing machines in a minute, but I did something that I didn't do last time that I went to Las Vegas. I took a bunch of really cliche pictures because, what's the point of going to all of these tourist traps without doing like touristy kind of things? So let me queue up my picture. Yay! You know what? My notes are in my car. So this program, hold on. This program in no way, shape, or form is. Oh, I can't remember my own disclaimer. I'm not here to malign any religion, lack thereof, race, gender, political affiliation, or anything that you may or may not get offended by. We say all kinds of things here, and it doesn't reflect the opinion of every single human being on planet Earth. I've had no sleep this evening. I had too much fun. And too much Starbucks, too. Be kind to each other and don't do mean things to each other in my chat. How about that? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's today is definitely a crazy day. I went to Las Vegas because I was be nice to each other. How about that? That's my challenge. Whenever my son's like, oh, this and this challenge, I have a challenge. Be nice to each other. How about that? So I went absolutely cliche in Vegas. Let me cue that up. I had to take a vacation. I had to go because life will stress you out, and if you don't take time out to appreciate yourself every once in a while, you will run down the street screaming. Okay, so I first I went back to the famous Las Vegas Goodwill, and let's be real, it's because of this. It's also a good location for sewing machines. They had a ton of sewing stuff, but I absolutely love that place. And I'm sorry, Donnie looks good. Donnie has had billion-dollar plastic surgery. Donnie Osmond looks good. Let's look at Donnie's face one more time. And you know what the funny thing is? He looks better than that in person. This was in Baker, California. There is a giant spaceship out in the middle of nowhere in Baker, California. And there was a major accident. There was like a 12, almost a 14 big rig pileup. So I was stuck on the freeway. So I got off the freeway a couple times. Yay! I thought I saw. Oh, sorry. Maybe my chat's lagging behind. Thank you. And also, I had to do this. I had to. I have driven past this thing a million times. This is the definition of a tourist trap. There's that famous shot with the Rat Pack, and they're all standing in front of this very sign. I've been to Las Vegas. I don't even know how many times at this point. I've never done this before. I got in my car, and you can see by the position of the sun that I get up early. I got up so early, I was there before the tour buses, because you could see I was by myself. But I had to do all the cliche Vegas things. There's me being serious, and there's me being not serious. And also, iPhones are terrible. Okay, so let's all go into agreement of that. But this is me driving down. I believe it's Paradise. I can't remember now, but that's the Sphere, and it's better reflected on the hood of my car than my iPhone because iPhones are terrible. But that thing was actually really cool because I turned a corner and there was the moon right there, and you can see I'm not driving because I'm so mesmerized by that thing. Good times. Good times. I think I figured out what was causing my hand cramps. Lack of potassium. So now I'm eating yogurt and bananas for once. That's right. It took painful cramps to get me to eat like a heathen. I eat like that. I really don't even talk about the things I eat. I have to eat certain things for my health. I eat like that. That's why I don't like blueberries, because I have to eat them. They're stupid. That stupid atmosphere or silver spear or whatever they call it is so stupid. You know, it is deceptively large, though. It's because when you're driving up to it, it looks tiny. And then you drive up on that thing and it's humongous. It's the strangest thing. And of course, I purchased a few cell phones, a few sewing machines. Before we get to the table, I own almost every version of this that I could possibly think of. But look, it says domestic. I'm domestic sometimes. Domestic. I knew I had the cord for this. And last time I was at the Goodwill in Nevada, all the checkers and everybody, they were like, hey, let me put your name in the system because every time you come back, you'll get half off. I was like, yeah, I did it. And everything I purchased in Nevada was half off. Everything. So I went a little crazy at the Goodwills once I figured out that because of their scheme or whatever they're doing in Nevada, if you give them your number and you come on a certain day, you get everything that you buy half off. So needless to say, I purchased another one of these. I think I own the entire line of Brother VX and XL sewing machines. I think I own the entire line. I'm going to plug those in a minute. This, I have the cord for. This particular machine is an extremely universal Japanese clone. This machine was cloned so many times, it's not even funny. I own a Ward's, a JCPenney, a Sears, a Canmore. These are imitations of the 1990s Singer Merits. So I love those machines. Absolutely, Mona. I was so excited. I'm a domestic, except for keeping everything clean all the time part. Oh, good times. Good times. That's right, sir. You have a few cell phones. Yeah, it's not like I need another one. Okay. So before I get to the table, I had to order a mini tripod. I'm trying not to dox myself. Oh, the quarters came. I ordered these as an impulse buy at like 3:30 in the morning, and they're way tinier than I thought they were. And that's the only one. Amazon is hilarious. Oh, my quarters did come. They didn't tell me. I ordered these because I patch everything, and I use fat quarters for pants. I'm one of those people. I own so many fat quarters, it's not even funny. And those are like dimes. But they'll work. Oh, Amazon is so funny. These are cut so small, but that's okay. As you can see, the size of my hand, usually they're way bigger than this. And I got a new tripod for my cell phone. Fat Quarters would be a great rapper name. Patent pending, patent pending. I like that. Oh. All right. Okay. So now that we helped save the environment, because I'm going to recycle all of that paper. So remember what I said about how they said that because I'm in the system, they gave me everything. They look like 5-inch squares. That's what I'm saying. I ordered Fat Quarters. I'm so mad. But you know what though? I'm a fabric hoarder. These will instantly be used because I'm on this mission to patch all my work pants, and these are perfect because a lot of them are wears and tears from turning corners too fast, but these are tiny. So, you know what the funny thing is? We're going to plug this in together and find out if this thing works. I want to show my video, but I'd have to queue it up. There was an accident on the 15 freeway going west, and I was stuck on the freeway for 3 hours. I should have been home around 1 o'clock. I didn't get home until like 6. But they played the back I was in my car, I rolled the windows down, and Huey Lewis and the News came on, and I made friends because I started singing loudly because I was stuck on the freeway. So I will forever have the power of love stuck in my head now, because people who were strangers, we hung out for 3 hours today. They are no longer strangers. This was a total impulse buy. I told myself, William, if you go to Las Vegas, do not buy a table sewing machine. The whole drive. Oh, I ripped the whole drive down there. I told myself, you're not gonna buy a table. You're not gonna buy a table. And I did. I did. The problem is, once I figured out that I was getting half off, it didn't matter what the price of the sewing machine was because I was going to get half off. They wanted almost $80 for this thing. I paid $35 for this, and in Nevada they don't have state tax like in California. So I literally paid half without tax. Because in California, you'll get half off, but you still have to pay tax. So it doesn't necessarily feel like it. That table needs some polish. Looks thirstier than a fish in Mojave. Well, keep in mind, it came from an extremely dry place, an extremely dry place. This is a signature. Oh my gosh, it's another signature. This is a Ward's sewing machine. I don't know if anybody remembers Montgomery Ward's. My parents were obsessed with Gemco, all of those places. So I remember all of those places. So a lot of this is nostalgia for me because I remember going to these places. Oh, that sounds terrible off the bat. I can fix that. But let's plug it in and see what happens. Have you been to the quilt shop? No. Okay. So last time I passed it. This time they were busy. They were busy. And where is my map? This people are going to start thinking I live in Vegas Because this one woman at the Goodwill that I was taking the selfies in front of the sign, she was like, "Oh, I remember you." It's because I walk around with a camera. But she gave me directions to all the Las Vegas Goodwills. I didn't go to every single one because I decided to go to Savers. I had never been to a Savers before. I went to every single Savers I can get my hands on. And there was one I didn't go to last time. It was huge. It was the size of a grocery store, the size of like, it's just a full industrial size building. And it was overwhelming. So when I go back for my third, the Revenge of the Red Eye for my third trip, I'm definitely gonna go back to to Savers because we don't have Savers in Southern California. So I constantly heard Pam talking about that, and it's one of those things that I did not experience. Oh, it has the bobbin. Oh, it has the bobbin. Perfect. But I definitely need to go there. This is the fourth time I've tried to go to the famous pawn shop from Pawn Stars, but there's too many people there. If I can't park in the parking lot, I will go leave and eat a chili dog. Which is actually what happened. That is actually what happened. Oh, that's a plus. Absolutely. And it's not I usually go to Vegas on weekdays, so I'm used to that place being abandoned. Even when I went last time, there weren't that many people. Man, I was in rush hour traffic, just sitting there like this in my car. And for the record, I took the RAV4. Not only does the car slow you down if you're going too fast, if it thinks you're veering, it will veer you back into the lane. Oh, I don't like crowds. I used to really, really, really be into crowds. And then now it's just one of those things I completely forgot to click on this. Hopefully. It's one of those things where I used to go to a lot of festivals. I cannot do festivals like I used to. Sounds like me when I've tried to walk into Ultra Sephora when you shop for makeup in Walmart all your life. That feels like going for a single A team to the Yankees. Very overwhelming. I agree. Oh, let me click on that. Perfect. Man, I haven't even oiled this thing. Let's plug it in and let's see what happens. And that's one of the reasons why I love my thrifting habit, because I talk to people, I make friends, but it's not awkward. It's not weird. I don't know. It's hard to explain. And plus, we are all there because we love hoarding stuff. I have yet to meet somebody who habitually goes to Goodwills and they're not like me. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know what, though? I was really shocked on Vegas. Definitely dip it in a bucket of oil. I should. This thing is dry. You can tell. Oh, you can tell. It hasn't been used in a long, long time. You can be a freak at the Goodwill and no one cares. Well, it's because it's like-minded people. It's the whole one of us thing. We're all doing the same thing, All right. Oh, light works. That's a good sign. It's why the first Goss and the first Punks got their shit from Goodwill. Absolutely. I gotta take off my feet. Oh, I gotta take off my feet. It's going, no, don't want to the dirty. No, Greg, I was wondering where you were. You were fully invited to hang out with us because I'm not going to be on that long tonight because I'm going on like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours of sleep. I pulled over at a rest stop in the middle of nowhere and passed out. I have a ton of footage of me being stuck in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Do you know, I forgot how beautiful the desert is. Where's my camera? To me, of course, I'm biased because I grew up in this environment. So I'm extremely biased when it comes to the desert. But the desert is beautiful. But Greg, I understand this. Today was definitely one of those days where people are going to ask you where you were. I was sitting in my car listening to old timey radio, and I didn't know anything was going on. I had no idea what was going on. Let me see this. Oh, my windshield has bugs all over it. This was towards the end of my ride, but the desert is just beautiful. Today I drove through 112. I drove from 112-degree weather into a lightning storm. Have a great night, Greg. Have a great night. I will be back at it on Monday, and I'll have all kinds of funny things to say. Oh, Greg, if you're still there, in a very ironic way, though, I bought a t-shirt that said, what does it say? Make America metal again? Where's my t-shirt? Greg, if you're still there, here we go. In a very ironic way, I bought this t-shirt today. And if you're from Hawkins, Indiana, I bought your t-shirt. There is somebody who moved from Hawkins, Indiana to Las Vegas. They ditched their clothes and I brought it back to Los Angeles. I'm going to wear this to my job and people are going to be like, what do you know about Hawkins, Indiana? Nothing. Oh, good times. Oh, before I forget, since you like Sherlock Holmes, look up the old Basil Rathbone movies. Kilroy, those movies are what got me through the pandemic. Those movies are what got me through all the old time radio stuff and all the old episodes. That's why I went through this really hardcore trench coat phase. It was because I was copying Sherlock. Good times. Good times. What else did I buy? I bought something else. Oh, I bought my son a bunch of Raiders stuff. Let's see if I could show this. I love goofy t-shirts, okay? I absolutely love goofy t-shirts. And so I bought this because I needed a went on vacation, came home on probation t-shirt. Vegas is world famous for going on vacation, coming home on probation. And there's like the one shirt I do not own. Oh, and I got my son a UFC shirt because he's obsessed with the UFC. Oh, wow. Okay. So, all right. So we're back to the sewing machine. I bought a bunch of other stuff, but it's like in the car, all spread out. I don't know. I had one of those weird moments today of really enjoying my day and reminding myself of why I'm here. And then I like sewing is something that I love to do. And I miss the adventure. Like I said, I drove through 112-degree heat to thunderstorms. The desert is absolutely beautiful. But like I said, I'm biased because I grew up in the desert. I was stuck in traffic for 3 hours, so I had to figure out something to do. And for as much as I love the radio, it was not that exciting. And when you're out in the middle of nowhere like that, your cell phone does not work. Well, at least, YouTube and stuff. Every time I see Raiders, I think of that Naked Gun quote. I was surrounded by pimps, rapists, murderers, and it was like being in the stands of a Los Angeles Raiders game. I talk about this all the time. When I was a kid, my pops would take us to Raiders games, and my mom was a Rams fan. Rams were like the Rams were the family team, and the Raiders were where you went to fight people. Oh. All right, let's all laugh. Let's all laugh at me because I went looking for the pedal, forgetting that it's a knee. We can fix that problem right now. So lately, I have been releasing a lot of shorts, and it's footage from literally 4 or 5 years and on. So if my beard isn't gray, it's from 3 or 4 years ago. Or if I look skinny if I look really skinny, it's from 5 years ago. Because there's a big controversy of what kind of oil do people use on sewing machines. I brought this up before. I'm unofficially sponsored by 3-in-1. I have WD-40. It drives people insane that I use 3-in-1 oil. And I'm not even doing it to troll people. I'm not doing it to be mean. It's just, that's what I own. Oh, and I saw a Cybertruck for the first time on Monday. It looks like a doorstop that you'd make in a first project in the 8th grade. Hey, man, I still have all my doorstops that we made in woodshop. I still have all my doorstops. I saw one today. When I see young people doing cool things, I give them the golf clap. Because I saw a bunch of kids in a Cybertruck today, and they were having the time of their life. And I'm like, you know what? Live it up. Live it up. Be young. Like John Cougar Mellencamp said, hold on to 16 as long as you can. But I saw some people in a Cybertruck, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to hate because they're having a good time. Oh, man. I literally forgot that this thing... All right, so let's take care of that. I had to hide my 3-in-1 oil. Okay. Instant change, just with the little spritz on it. I use old irons for door stops. Thank you so much, Mona, for reminding me of something I bought today. I have to stop myself from purchasing irons because I think irons are cool. So when I see really old ones, I want to buy them, but I own quite a few. From the type that you literally put on the stove up until, my modern ones. I own a press, and I still buy irons. Oh, I'm going to do that, Mona. That's such a good idea. But today, the funny thing is, I don't know why I do not own one of these, but I can finally iron on my desk. I'm so excited. When I saw this, I jumped, and people are like, what is this weirdo so excited about? But I can finally... iron like a civilized person. I was excited when I saw this because I have a giant ironing table, a huge one. And this, once I clear all the crud on my table, gives me the opportunity to actually be able to iron efficiently. Oh, and it's sturdy too. That's awesome. I don't think I've ever owned a mini board like this. So I'm stoked. And it's metal-ish. And it's, I should be a product tester. because I break things, especially sewing machines, because I sew every day. And so I'm glad that I finally have something like this because I have different stations and it's weird because I have to set my ironing board up kind of on the other side of my computer. And it's weird because I'm walking around, I'm ironing, and this way I can do everything at once. So I'm excited. Let's get the Dritz holder and see how this thing holds up. There was something else. What else did I do? One of the reasons I like going to Las Vegas is because they treat you like you're a Roman emperor. And I love the service that I receive in Las Vegas. Not every single person is cheery and happy, but there still are some extreme professionals there. So I had a great time. Let's see. I went to Savers. There was something else that I did that I can't. Oh, wow. I probably took a picture of it. Kilroy, I had to laugh that you don't like the dome. It is the most gaudy thing on earth because it doesn't matter. At night, the thing shines. When you turn a corner, it lights up half the city. And twice I've got lost in Las Vegas. I just go to a high hill and look for that thing. And it literally takes me back to the city. So that weird eye has its advantages. Even though if you get lost anywhere in the state, well, at least in Las Vegas, you just have to look for the buildings because they are the tallest things there. Oh, good times. Good times. Richard Simmons' 76th birthday was yesterday. What? Are we gonna have to get into the I met Richard Simmons speech or what? Oh, I might break character and call my mom right now. Because she was not up on the news. She called me. She was like, "Are you ready?" I was sitting in traffic and she was like, "I'm going to tell you what's going on." And she did not mention Richard Simmons. Because I work with special needs adults, I wonder if he had his striped shorts. When I met him, he did. And you know what? I'm not here to speak ill of anyone, but that man smoked he smoked like Gordon Ramsay. I knew someone who worked for Hell's Kitchen. They catered the show. Gordon Ramsay would smoke a cigarette and then light the cigarette with another one. He was a chain smoker. Richard Simmons was two different people. He was the person that you saw on television, and then he was Richard. And there was definitely a difference. Richard was serious. And you know what? I know how it is to always be happy. And then the second you're not, people are like, "What's wrong with you?" Because I'm a semi-cheery person. So I know what it is for people to be like, "Oh, there's something wrong with that guy." Because the second you're not cheery all the time. It scares people. It absolutely scares people. But Richard Simmons, he would come out and always he would do performances for the people at my job. So he cared about people with special needs. Quote of the evening. I wonder if he had his striped shorts on. You know what? I am known for wearing a vest. And on purpose, I put my so-called life on the back of all my vests, and it worked. So there's nothing wrong with shamelessly advertising something, even if they're banana hammock shorts. That tiny ironing board is just gonna make you want a full-size one. Trust me on this. See, but that's the problem. I have my full-size board, but I have to set it up on the other side because I'm sewing right here. I'm cutting and forming everything right here. And I need a bigger room. Oh, why am I doing this like a rookie? I have nothing but 80s songs stuck in my head because I was bumping um, the LL Cool J station and the 80s station. You know, the police in Las Vegas are much different. They allow all kinds of things to go on in front of them that would never happen. And I'm just talking about traffic wise. Oh. Is this the oh is this the wrong side? That's the one that came with it though. That is so weird because it's not fitting back in there now. Now that's funny. But we'll find out right now if that's the problem. I'm one of those people where I work really hard and I don't take vacations. I do not take a day off. And oh, that's right. I wonder if my casino pictures are in there. I walked into a completely empty casino. It is the strangest thing on earth for me to see. I don't know, like on every border that is Nevada, they have casinos. So it's weird to me to see the California state line casinos empty because those used to be the place to be. I would go and I like all my weekend warrior friends, we would all be there. Where's that video? Is it in here? Oh, there it is. It was the first two I posted. It is so strange to me that that's my kind of casino. And you know what the funny thing is? I'll show you. I'll show you. It was so strange to me. But the problem with me going to a casino is the only time I gamble is when I try new restaurants. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. That's why my son noticed. He calls me boring because I order the same thing at every restaurant I go to. That's consistency. It's because I've tried everything on the menu. Okay, so let me share this really quick. And this was the front of the casino. I'm not kidding you. Back in the day, I wouldn't have been able to stand there because there would have been honking, people partying. Look, you can literally hear nothingness. And I pulled up pretty early as far as like casino hours go. And then I walked in there. Gamble, but I'm looking for the payout. Oh, I can't show that just in case I didn't say anything crazy. Never mind. I was looking for the payout slots. You know what? Let me go to the beginning of that video. I was looking for the payout slots. It depends on where I go. But I order a lot of chicken to be safe. Or I'm like a burger and pancake. I'm like a cheeseburger kind of person, and it drives my son crazy because he's expanding his horizons. You know, he's learning all these new things, and I'm like, I'll take a cheeseburger. All right, why didn't you fit, huh? Maybe that's not the one it came with, or it came with the wrong size. How is that the wrong size though? They're pretty universal. Okay. So this bobbin holder holds it in extremely tight. Oh man, that thing is on there. I think the rod on the bobbin line is off. I'm definitely gonna have to fix that. And I'm the same way. I've had people I know. I've had people pay my meal because I ordered the same something new and they didn't make them mad by ordering the same thing I always do. Same. I get shamed. I get restaurant shamed because I order the same thing over and over. We go to this Mexican restaurant by my house. When the waiter comes to me, he's like, tortilla soup, taquitos, and 2 tacos. And I'm like, maybe. But it's consistency because it all tastes amazing. Like I said, I have different orders at different restaurants depending on where I'm eating. Oh my, I have Huey Lewis in the News, The Power of Love stuck in my head. A, because I watched Back to the Future too many times, and B, because I sang that as a campfire song today. You know what? Let's take out this whole bobbin assembly and see what the problem is. Ooh, that thing is oily. Oof. That's weird. That is really weird of why it wasn't fitting. Okay, so all of that is about to get cleaned. And if anyone's wondering, it was in Nevada, it was 91 degrees at like 8:30 in the morning. And that's one thing I forgot. When I lived in Arizona, there is it has a smell. And it's because it's the moisture in the air. And so there's a what is it called? It's petrichor. There is a name for the smell of rain, and it's called petrichor. And Nevada has that exact same smell as Arizona does. So the second, because it's been a while, and I haven't been out there since it's been hot in a long time. So when I stepped out, it was weird because I instantly smelt the air change. And right now, the sky is on fire here. It is bad here. So it felt good to go somewhere where I could actually breathe. There's also something to be said for having that standing order that that they see you walk in and just start making it. Not a lot of people have those nowadays. It's consistency. I know them, they know me. And that's another thing. I don't like wasting people's time when it comes to things like that. All right, let me get my Lysol wipes. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I'm laughing at my fat quarters. They were hot nickels. Okay. And it's funny how cleaning something will completely change the machine. And I'm not even talking about oiling it. I'm talking about just certain pieces. Because this thing probably hasn't been touched in years. And years and years. All right, so I'm going to put this back in place. Oh, wow. Now that I see that, it is time to defluff this machine. No wonder it wasn't working. Hot Nickels is also a great rapper name. I stole that from Hot Nickels. I stole that from Method Man. Full disclosure. I just figured no one my age remembers that. Oh, wow. Look at all this gunk. Do you know what's funny is people get rid of sewing machines because they're like, it doesn't work. There's literally 40 years of gunk on the feed dogs. Try cleaning the feed dogs. Oh, wow. That is a sweater coming out of this. This machine was definitely used. I mean, a lot. And never cleaned. Whoever had this machine, they really used it and never cleaned it. Alibaba is the one who called me out on this, and it's true. Like, you have to check the feed dogs. Like, there was so much gunk in here. I guarantee you this thing's gonna fire right up when I put everything back. Do you know what's funny? Most people go to Vegas for something debaucherous or to be gluttonous. I go for sewing machines. I had a great time. I met a bunch of like-minded, amazing people. All right, let's fire that up again and see what. Beautiful. I get full too fast to be gluttonous. My thing is, I don't want to. I don't like that like, oh, the feeling of like you're gonna pop. And also lately, when I eat giant meals, I fall asleep. I'm out. Like, even yesterday, I took my mother for her margarita. I took my mom and my son out. We went to a Mexican restaurant by my house. Gosh, that was yesterday. I only ate half of my plate. Do you know how excited I was when I got home today? And I was like, oh, I have rice, beans, and a taco in the fridge. I was so excited when I remembered that. It would help if I put the other piece back in. No wonder it went in so clean. Oh, now that's hilarious. No wonder it was so perfect last time. Okay. This table is a bit wobbly, but this thing, it's seen better days. It definitely has seen better days. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love I've been doing that. I've been cutting like most of my meals in half, and then when I get home, I'm like, oh yeah. How many did she drink? And did she have to go to that one Mexican restaurant by me the one Mexican restaurant by me does the margaritas. I don't know if it's legal or not. Probably not. The same by my house. They give my mom schooners. And even with my hands, it's a bowl. It's not a cup. They give her a bowl of a margarita. You know, my parents loved it when their children got to driving age. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna go out to eat now," and you're driving. So my mom is just carrying along that tradition. And she usually drinks two, but she only drank one because I think she got wasted fast because it was hot outside too. The one Mexican restaurant by me. Oh, okay. Well, I read that. I am so stoked. Like I said, I'm a bit out of it because I only had a couple hours of sleep, but I had a great time. I needed to go out and have an adventure. You know, for the past 4 years, I have sat here and talked about all these amazing things that I've done. You know, but it's not like I do them anymore. So I want to go out and find more amazing things to do. Oh, you're reading messages twice. You know what's so funny? When I came back from Vegas, obviously my mother called me, so I went straight to her house because she was like, she was watching the news like this, you know. And I walked in with my glasses on. And she's like, "Oh, you can actually see me." But I forgot because when I drive, I wear my glasses. And I'm telling you, it's all vanity. And it's not even a big deal. There's not even much of a difference between this and this, but it's all in my head. So when I walked in my mom's house, she's like, "Oh, you're finally admitting your age." But when I drive, I have to wear my glasses. I feel as a courtesy to other drivers, I want to be able to see. But it made me laugh because when I was sitting there, you just need some frames you like, not army frames. These are United. I say it every time. These are United States Army standard issue glasses. If it's good enough for the Army, it's good enough for me. Oh, I'm not kidding you. Really, I just saw the display and I was like, I'll take those. Again, it was being in a crowd. It was like, I just randomly picked these glasses. Perfect. Perfect. But yeah, she was shocked when she saw my glasses. Let me see if I can remember how to thread this. That's the bobbin. Beautiful. That goes there. Oh, come on. Perfect. That goes interlocked in there. I have to feed the other piece in there. This reminds me of my Nelco N100. It's almost the exact same design. A lot of these Japanese clones are this is probably the exact same machine. Now that I think about it, that's one thing I love about Japanese clones is that you could have 15 different sewing machines made in the same factory, literally next to each other. Same brand and everything. Or you buy a new home and it's a Janome. Okay. Let's try that again. Beautiful. And I just want to say much respect to all my fellow Californians who go to Nevada every weekend and drive terribly. I see you. I see you go to other states and drive crazy. You would never drive like that in California, but you go to Las Vegas and lose your brain. Every time I saw someone run a red light or do something that would be illegal where I'm from, they had California plates. Oh, it made me laugh. Oh, it made me laugh. That's why I was so shocked that the casino was you even sew faster with your It's because I can see. Let's be real. Let's be real. It's because I can see. Okay, perfect. So that goes. This is exactly like my Nelco N100. Perfect. I have to take my glasses off to see up close. Around here, it's New York plates who drive like I've always wondered about stuff like that. Like I knew people in Georgia who didn't like Floridians and vice versa, and it always has to do with driving. If you ever want to start an argument where I live, bring up driving. Because someone will be like, oh, people from here don't drive like that. Then someone will be like, oh, well, where I'm from, we drive perfect. It's always that argument. And I can tell you, as human beings, we all drive terribly. I do. I've been driving since I was 12 years old. I have more practice than the average human. Tractors, farm trucks, everything. I'm a terrible driver. If you get me on a tractor, I could literally back it up blindfolded. If I did that in a car, I'm just glad I'm fully insured. Perfect. Yay. Okay, let me thread this. Oh, it is left to right. You know what's so funny? As someone who's left-handed, it makes me laugh when a sewing machine is left-handed. I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. There's quite a few machines that you thread everything from the left, and I'm like, oh, this is easy. All right, the fabric reluctantly caught. So you have to pay attention to things like that. It kind of didn't want to catch. So this, we're going to find out together if this thing sews or not. In Western PA, we have something called the Pittsburgh left. It's where you turn left immediately after the light turns green and don't wait. We think it's normal. Everybody thinks it's not. We have the California roll where we really don't stop. We really do not stop. We'll like tap the brakes and then keep going when we're supposed to come to a complete stop. Even the cops are like, we hate California rolls. Oh, I think that's so funny. I think every state has their little quirk like that, you know? And that's another thing. When I was in Nevada, I noticed their speed limits are a little bit slower. And there's nothing wrong with that. Where I live, it's NASCAR. It is not a good thing. It is NASCAR where I live. But being from NASCAR, I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, man, I can get out and run. I can get out and run faster than half of these people are driving. But again, I'm from in LA, we're crazy. We tailgate. We tailgate to where anywhere else you would call the cops on somebody. But in Los Angeles, they get on you. Like you look in your rear view and the person's like, why are you driving this? It's nuts here. Out in the country, it's nothing but California stops. Stupid to stop in the middle of nowhere. You know, I'm like that. I drive around a lot when it's just me on the road. And I will when it's different. Like if it's a red light, green light, I'll completely stop. Man, at 3:45 in the morning when I'm making a right turn, you better hope you're not on that road. Because there are, you know, but again, my town is zombie land at 3:45 in the morning. All right. It only took me an hour and 2 minutes to get here. But look, this table is wobbly. I can fix that. I have shims for days. All right, let's find out. Is it sewing? Is it sewing? Oh, it's sewing. Oh, and it. I'm excited. I drove to Las Vegas, Nevada last night for this beautiful ward sewing machine. Yay! Yay! You know what? I'm gonna take the arms off of this. I used to always have a table sewing machine right here. But then one day I had a midlife crisis and I was like, I'm so cluttered. Says the king of clutter. And I moved it and I miss my sewing machine. So I think this is going to replace it. Oh. Viva. Oh, I'm going to have that stuck in my head. Do you know what's really funny? When I did go to the sign this morning, Elvis was there. And he looked sad. And it was so funny because you started hearing all this honking and it was tour buses. So that guy was about to get paid. He was about to get paid. So Elvis all of a sudden went from like not too happy to extremely happy. Oh, I'm excited. All right, let's plug in the other one. But seriously, I am beside myself that this works. Let's clean it up a little bit. This thing has years of battle scars and grime and stuff on it. Do you know it As somebody who is of that age where I no longer participate in the madness, it is insane to see what people wear to Vegas, because I know you would not wear that in Gary, Indiana, or wherever you're from. You would not wear that in your town, but you come to Las Vegas and you would wear that. It's crazy. I had a good time. I had a really good time. Like I said, I've spent the past 4 or 5 years just talking about all these amazing things that I've done, and it's time for new adventures. It's time for more fun in an adult way. Oh man. I'm trying to think. Let me check my camera real quick. My phones are crying. Like I said, I brought the RAV4. That thing it slows you down if it thinks you're going too fast. It corrects you as you're driving. Literally, and you know what, car? Maybe I'm swervy. Maybe I look and drive like this. Oh, it was driving me crazy. And you know what the funny thing is? I didn't notice it until I got to Vegas, because you're driving way slower than in California. Much, much slower. New adventures, and you keep on making the same old coats. I am the great coat maker. There's an official clothes sign over here, and I am now just making coats. I'm kidding. But it's what I love to do. And to quote my father, when I'm gone, it's going to be somebody else's problem. So I'm going to make 1,000,000 coats. They could sell them my so-called midlife crisis coats. From the time he was 40 and until his mid-40s, he made coats. Oh, you know what's funny? I ordered a cell phone tripod, and I know it's in here. I don't even have to guess. And it came with something that I didn't have. Oh, it didn't. Oh, is this the selfie stick? I'm so not with modern times. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out. But I ordered a selfie stick because it was the one annoying thing that I don't have. Oh gosh, this thing, I have to plug this into my phone and everything. I forgot. That one's complicated. Those stupid car assist things are made for boring squares in Indiana. Every other place drives differently. It's so true, though. It's so true. And it was little things, though. Or it's constantly telling me that cars are too close. I can't control if somebody's too close, or if it perceives the street, the street to be narrow. I don't know. I don't know if I'm for or against the RAV4. I love, you know what though? With all that being said, it was hot. It was 112 today. I didn't feel any of it the entire time. I had my air on the entire time. I sat in traffic for 3 hours. I pulled over and fell asleep with my air conditioner on, and the car didn't skip a beat. So I'm ready for the Toyota commercial for that one. Because my Ford Flex, I would have to turn off the air conditioner because it eventually would have stopped. But, that's neither here or there. The important thing is that this Ward's signature sewing machine is ready for the fleet. What song should I put on my shoulder? Oh, I really wondered what this is another 3 a.m. buy. We're going to learn together how this thing goes. But seriously, I hope everyone is doing well. One of the reasons I took time off was to remind myself, I work really hard at YouTube. I'm going out of my way to make all of these videos, and you have to be careful with YouTube burnout. So I'm going to, on the weekends, I'm going to go back to appreciating myself. Your fleet is actually no. I dust everything. That selfie stick looks like a tree knocker. It does. This is activated by a cell phone too. Now that hold on, let's see if this. Nothing happens. It's blinking though. Oh, that's so funny. I'm gonna have fun figuring this thing out. But these are all good things. Why is that thing blinking? I am not gonna be able to hang with this thing blinking. Why are you blinking? Okay, good. And that's my thing. You know, when I first started my channel, I literally was just making battle vests, and I've graduated to all kinds of things now, you know, and that's the hope. I don't even though I make the same code, I don't want to be one of those people that come out and talk about the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and then come back and say, oh, we talk about this too much, knowing that you talk about it too much. So that's why lately I've been putting out all the shorts and everything to show that hard work pays off. I love what I do. I love wearing my coats. You know, every time I go somewhere, someone's like, you know what? Summer's kind of boring. I can't wait till winter. And they're talking about my clothes because I wear black every day during the summer. But during the winter, I come alive, you know. So that's what it's about. It's about bettering yourself. Bettering. It's about being better. I'm tired. I was so excited last night. You know what? Let me pull the casino footage up real quick because I am stuttering and stammering because I'm delirious. But I had such a good time last night. It felt good to get out. Something else I saw this week is Heinz ketchup is making a ketchup that has pickle juice mixed in. Bought a bottle. I'll let everybody know how it tastes. I'm actually really interested in that. I like pickle juice. So I'm not one of those like weird people. I like pickle juice. But I grew up eating pickles. Oh, now I'm craving a Vlasic classic. Okay, let me go to there we go. Oh, I forgot about Flat Earth Pizza. Thank you, Skits. Skits sent me this. Oh, I'm just clicking stuff all over the place. There we go. Vegas has everything. I saw a Dutch Brothers. The only other place I've seen Dutch Brothers is in Oregon. We have Chick-fil-A here. It's not everywhere in Southern California, but it's in my town. There's quite a few there. There was a Sonic. Vegas, in a really weird way, they have every kind of fast food from around the country. It makes sense. Okay, let's try to see if I'm not, because I do. I want to gamble, but I'm looking for the payout machine. Where's the payout machine? Can't find it. That's another thing. This casino is so empty. That's the one thing that bothered me, is that there used to be payout machines behind every single slot machine, and they're not there. That's because people don't gamble. People do not gamble anymore. That place on a Friday or Saturday night was the place to be. I used to go here all the time. Let's watch that again. I used to go to this place all the time. This was my happy place. It's weird to see nobody in there. Nobody. Usually you get people wandering around. There's like all kinds of businesses open. And State Line is completely and utterly dead. It's weird. It's weird to see the California-Nevada border not making any money. The only thing that was making money was the gas station and the McDonald's. Oh, that reminds me. They have a mega thrift store on the California-Nevada border. And I went there hoping it was open because last time I went, it was not open. And when I say mega, it's in a mall. It's literally in a mall. I think it was a complete a joke name, and they just did it to have. Hey, if it works, it works. I love pickle juice, and I'm not even saying that to be funny or any innuendo. I absolutely love pickle juice. Okay, there's that. I took a bunch of pictures, but there's a bunch I know that people don't care about. Like I took a picture of a bunch of private jets. No one cares about private jets. It's just ultra rich people and the things that the ultra elite do. Okay, so I just sent that picture. Let me click out of this and go down here. This thrift store is humongous. This is a mall. It's an outlet store. Back when I used to gamble all the time, every time I won a mass amount of money, I would go buy a jacket and turn it into a vest or a pair of pants. I still have a ton of Levi pants I purchased from this place. The mall isn't even open anymore. It's just a really sad sign of the times. And when I went to the door, I'll show you the picture of the door because I took a picture of the door too. Because online they make this look like it's the West Coast, it's the largest thrift store on the West Coast, but it's not even open. We're busy updating our in-store experience and we'll be back soon, which means never. Meanwhile, I'm talking about the Flat Earth Pizza. They make money off of that though. I would love to make money off of something like that. But it really stinks because this place is the size of 9 different Goodwills. Let's look at that. That's just I could only get half of it's called something thrift. I've already forgot. But my whole point is it's just weird to see I don't know, the money's kind of disappeared and everything is just abandoned. This entire area is completely abandoned. When I went into the casino and I was walking around, I turned around and I was in there for a good 20 minutes by myself till the security guard walked by. And I was like, "Can I be in here?" And she was like, "You're cool." But it's weird to me to see that place empty because if I had nothing to do, I could go to State Line and hang out with hundreds of people who, in a weird way, we were all from the same state, but we had to drive 300 miles to hang out. Oh, what else? There was something else that I can't remember now. Oh, excuse me. It'll come back to me when I'm in my right frame of mind. It's been an extremely long day. But I'm excited that I was able to share my Vegas experience. I'm going to be making a ton of videos about it. So it'll be coming to My So-Called Life channel near you. But seriously, lately I've gained quite a few subscribers and I want to thank everybody. I promise to be the same old pirate making the same coats over and over. Scouts honor. Onward and upward, as they say. I'm extremely out of it. So I'm going to cut this one a little short because I definitely did not get any sleep last night. I came in here with no notes, just a bunch of selfies. I had such a good time. And really, I went to go thrifting. I didn't go gambling. I didn't go out and do anything too debaucherous. I didn't even go to Fremont Street. I drove past it and looked at it like this. As I drove past it, I went to go have fun and meet people who are like me, hoarders. And I did. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the genuine experience, not for the hatred, not to talk politics into the ground or make new enemies. I'm here to show off the stuff I sew. And I absolutely love sharing that with you. And I'm going to continue being the same debaucherous person that I Vegas was something that I needed. And I'm going to start taking more vacations. Where should I go, Kilroy? Since it's you and I hanging out tonight, where should I go? San Diego sounds fun. I don't know. I was thinking about something crazy like Utah. I could thrift southern Utah because of where I live. I'm in Vegas in 3 hours, 3.5 hours. It took me even like without traffic, it would have taken me 3 hours to get home. I live fairly close. All right. Well, I came, I saw, I conquered. This signature actually works. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Most of the time, I have to take these things apart and completely Lake Havasu City. Havasu's crazy. Havasu is crazy, especially on the California side and then the Nevada side too. Havasu is crazy. They got a casino there. Yes, they do. It's beautiful. The Havasu casino is beautiful. It's just, it's weird to see the industry dying because when I used to hang out, it like I would go every weekend and see the same people. So it was strange to me to walk in that room and see it completely empty. The mall's closed. That entire area has been shut down. And no one's talking about it because the rest of the state is making all this money on right now Las Vegas is booming. People are moving there. They're getting all these sports teams. There's nothing but commerce. And so it's a great place to be, but I don't think it's dying. Just wait until the current set of parents, kids turn 18. That is true. That is true. Because it is the younger generation that keeps Vegas going. And that's another thing I noticed. Well, over the years, the more and more I go to Vegas, I'm like, oh, I'm old. Because most people that go there just turned 21. And for me, that was long time ago. But that's one thing I like about seeing actual Vegas is that it's thriving. And so there will always be a generation of people who want to go to one of the hottest places in America and make bad decisions. Oh, I needed that. I needed that. I definitely, you know what it is too? It's the drive. It's the experience. It's sitting in your car, listening to good music. I was trapped in a car with me and my own thoughts. I got to deal with every issue I didn't want to deal with. And it was a good thing. There was quite a few things that I was like, oh, I'll deal with this another day. I'm in the car. I'm like, well, might as well deal with it now. So the journey, this is so cliche. I am so tired because I am like Jack O'Neill, MacGyver cliche. I had an extremely successful trip to Las Vegas. I'll be back at it tomorrow. No, I won't. See, I don't even. Where am I? Who am I? What is this? I'll be back at it on Monday. But seriously, I want to thank everybody who's recently subscribed, everybody who comments on my videos. I thank you. You guys keep me going because if no one said anything, I'm just going to go sit in my fountain and hang out. You're the Rockford Files of Thrift Shop Sewing. I loved that show. That. And the other day, when someone brought up Barney Miller, I was like, oh, I forgot about Barney Miller. I grew up watching all of those shows, Rockford Files, all of those. I loved those shows. And Magnum PI is still in my cart on in Amazon. And Amazon is like, you buy everything. How come you have not purchased Magnum PI yet? I'll be back at it on Monday for sure. I'm gonna go get some sleep is what I'm gonna do. Tomorrow, everybody go watch Phoenix Electra's channel. Stitch and Bitch, absolute nothing but fun on a Sunday, nothing but love. I'll be back at it on Monday, Wednesday, and today was kind of a fluke because I'm exhausted. I promise I will come with notes. I actually have plans for this really weird imperial shirt and coat thing. I don't even know what to call it. It's really Babylon 5 inspired. I can't wait. I was actually gonna make it this weekend, but then yesterday I started to get the itch, the dance of like, you know what it was? I heard the call. And I got in my car and answered. Oh, I was gonna buy the old box set in Walmart and thought of you. I love that. I love that. My Walmart's really hit or miss. They had a lot of good stuff, but now it's just more modern stuff, and I'm really not into a lot of stuff like that. So, you know what? Today has been a crazy day. There's all kinds of things that have been going on, and I thank you. If you've watched my channel, if you watch this in the future, I'm a non-political channel. You know, there's a saying. One of my favorite sayings is no one ever makes history. The only real hope is to survive it. So I'm gonna hide in my garage and keep sewing. Oh. I'll be back at it on Monday. Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time.